PetPoint is a legacy software. It is old, it does not connect to a lot of things, and we decided to make PetConnect to solve that. And we spoke to one of the judges today, and one of the problems she identified was how in SPCA, a lot of volunteers would, take a dog out, fill out a form of Salesforce, and then someone has to manually take out the inputs of that form and put them into PetPoint. But all of these can be solved using a very simple solution, which is computer use. If you do not know what computer use is, it's basically a VLM controlling your screen, filling out forms, doing things for you. A lot of implementations in legacy software use computer use to do manual and redundant work. So we created PetConnect to actually do the computer use task for you. And the entire gist is this: pet point is old as slow. We all know that. A dog's limp and like any issue that they get should not reach the medical team after a significant period of time because it takes a while for you to fill out the forms and all the stuff. And our implementation basically is that the volunteer would have a new form. This is the new form that we created, not Salesforce. And that form would then connect to our connector. The computer use then takes the input of that form and it goes to PetPoint and manually does it for you instead of a human being. And after that, the input and the data gets into PetPoint. So we built the PetPoint clone because obviously we do not have access to PetPoint. This is the clone, and it looks like a lot of information and hard to navigate, like how PetPoint is. We also built the check-in questionnaire, which I already showed you guys. This is the questionnaire for a volunteer about walking a particular dog. We also built the computer use connector. And so, yeah, this is the entire gist. I will show you guys a live demo, but these are the numbers that we got. So it takes about 3 minutes for each entry to be done, right? You have the form from Salesforce and you want to put it into PetPoint, and there's like 50 to 60 of them. And that means that someone spends about 2.5 hours every day doing this. And overall, there's also the issue of missed follow-ups. That is, an issue does not get addressed as fast as it should. If a dog is already sick and then gets into pet point, but the doctor does not automatically follow up. So we solved all of these issues and we reduced the significant amount of manual labor required. So let's go into the live demo quickly. So this is Elena Garcia, one of the volunteers. She walked the biscuits today. She saw that overall there was an urgent issue. Biscuit became weak shortly after leaving the kennel. Biscuit was vomiting, refused food. So Biscuit vomited twice, refused water, and lay down during the walk. So I'm going to submit this check-in. And what happens now is that our PetConnect would open PetPoint, at least the clone of PetPoint, right? And then it will check PetPoint, look for latest information about Biscuit. So when it opens the browser, it basically sends a notification on Slack. This is 4:49, and right now it sends a notification about Biscuit. Hey, the volunteer reports that Biscuit vomited twice, refused water. So this is Elena Garcia. Elena Garcia did all of that. Now we can go to the dashboard, and I am representing Dr. Rivera. Dr. Rivera would now approve that you can add these entries to PetPoint. So it would then open once again, do browser use task for you. It's going to navigate PetPoint here for you and fill out all the information automatically. Cool. Now, all the information has been entered and it will send another notification in Slack saying, hey, I just created and verified the additive records about Biscuits. Now, if we go back to our, PetPoint that we created, you can go see information about Biscuit. Let's go to look back to search. Here's Biscuits. We go to details. Yes, here is the entry. Yeah. So now the entries have been entered into the PetPoint clone that we made, which we call paw track. So yeah, that's the entire flow. The entire flow is that instead of someone manually carrying all the entries from Salesforce to PetPoint, let a computer use agents do it. We know how to make computer use agents. We just made one. We can show you guys in person. We also have a second feature which we're currently working on and we would love to demo in person. And that second feature is basically a chat support bot that has access to PetPoint information and access to the frequently asked questions and more concise information. But this is focused on the short-term rent a pet feature that SPCA offers, right? Like SPCA also complained about how they are trying to encourage people to use or to like foster a dog, and it doesn't need to be, for 15 years. It could just be for a week, and people do not know exactly what are the details of this program. So we're helping people creating an AI agent which is scalable, right? Multiple people can access this AI agent, and this AI agent can use a computer use agent once again to navigate PetPoint and give you the current and up-to-date information. So here's the entire gist. Whenever you have a legacy software, computer use agents are your go-to solution to it, unless you want to replace it completely. We decided not to replace PetPoint because the migration is complex. There's so many things involved. And at the end of the day, our solution is using a computer use agent to give you the context you need and the solution you need to.